Sleeping music? Just the way I like it. You guys know if I'm not moving my mouse or mid-game I just stop doing anything, it's probably because I fell asleep, right? Urgot matchup, okay. Well, there won't be that much to teach for this matchup, but you guys will see at least how it plays out. So in this matchup, I like to take, instead of bone plating, because it gets proc too easily, do second wind. Shield bash is fine. Resolve is also like good here, because he ends up poking you a lot, so you get a lot of sustain from this. At least for the first part, they have a lot of tenacity, or they have a lot of CC from what I can see from this. Actually, let me see. Let me see their last pick before I decide that last part. Yeah, they do. So let's do, instead of alacrity, let's do tenacity. Last stand is fine too. Triumph, we'll leave that. And this is gonna be kind of a farm game. We're not gonna do that much. We're just gonna scale. So we'll see. We shall see. Let's do Championship Riven. I've been playing with Pulse Fire Riven all fucking day. Yesterday. Last stand. I'm using last stand because I know that, what do you call it? Whenever I go for the all-in against this guy, I'm always super low. Whenever I go against Urgot and I end up killing him, I end up being super low. Watch it be Broken Blade and Eco top. It could be. You never know, but I don't think so. I think it's Urgot top lane. Yeah. Nah, Broken Blade isn't even in this game. He saw me in queue last game, he needed to take a break. He's like, let me just wait for that. Let me wait like 20 minutes before I queue up again. Let him find a game. Alright, let's get this rolling. A lot of people ask me why don't I start Doran Shield in matchups like this. I used to take Doran Shield a lot before. But they nerfed Doran Shield, so I mean you heal up a lot once you're really low in HP, but there's not really that many matchups where I consider it to be better than just starting Longsword, because you get a lot of sustain with Longsword. You get 450 HP with just through pots, and it's a lot more beneficial because if you end up doing a 2v2 somehow, or even a 2v1, or just even to help out your jungler get the kill, Longsword can help you get that. Doran Shield just denies you so much pressure, and it's just literally a complete bitch move item. Like, you won't be able to do anything with it. And my philosophy, at least when I play this game, or at least my strategy, is to apply as much impact as I could possibly do. And when you go Doran Shield, you deny yourself the ability to do anything. That's why I don't do it. That extra 10 AD that you get from Longsword is quite good. I wish I was on the left side of the map, blue side, so I could actually go into this brush and clear wards, because one thing that Riven can do is you can just sit here, wait for them to try to place the ward, and you clear it, and you even get an XP advantage out of that. But since we're red side, I can't. It's quite unlucky. I'm gonna go back now because he's stacking up the wave, and since it's stacking up that much, the enemy jungler always has a position to be able to dive. But if I reset and I get all my health back, didn't just buy, I can set myself up for actually outplaying the dive. If I stay with that wave building up like that, it can be really dangerous that I could just get killed. That's specifically useful to know whenever you're going against a matchup like Jace or anything that's actually extremely oppressive, Renekton, that can set up dives with the enemy jungler really easily. It's extremely good to know. He just reset himself too. So the lane match right now, we're like even in CS, even in experience, even in everything. But at least when I play Riven, I try to outplay champions like this, like Urgot, that just want to scale and don't really do that much through laning phase. They're just annoying to you through team fights and rotations, because well, with Riven you're able to like roam around the map a lot faster. You can get to like in team fights just apply your pressure a lot more than Urgot can. However, the thing with this is that since he played a champion that's like a stonewalling champion, it makes the game really team oriented, as in like you won't be able to hyper carry as much. This is for players that are like above Diamond 4, Diamond 5, I'd say. Well, Diamond 5 isn't a thing anymore, but I'd say like Plat 1. Because for lower elo, Urgot players don't really play as effectively as this guy is. That's a problem when I teach matchups. Sometimes like when I play in Challenger, the matchups don't really apply to lower levels. Not as much anyway. Still good to know though. So if his team does really well and they get incredibly ahead. Nice. If his team does really well and they get incredibly ahead, there's very little chance for me to win this game. But if my team goes even or even gets ahead on my side, then I win. So now we're just basically farming until we're able to make something happen. Or he fucks up like that. That shouldn't happen. When you go against a really good top laner, at least a challenger, they won't let you get a kill off like that. But that guy fucked it up. His mistake was that he didn't see my level 6, or like he didn't think that I would get level 6 right there. So he fucked up that trade really bad. I'm gonna go back and get like a, what do you call it, Warhammer with boots, etc. and just be ready to do this again. Let's get this, a pink ward, and we're good. So the same thing still happens now, because even after you get a kill on the Urgot, you shouldn't be able to kill him again. Unless you set up the wave, and your jungler is there to help you out to kill him. So you have to take that into account. Why no BF sword? Because even if you get a BF sword, you won't be able to kill him if he plays it properly. So it's better to just go for the utility part. The CDR and everything will help you out, and just getting better trades and everything. If I was going against a matchup that was a melee range matchup and that can easily be screwed up by the opponent, then going BF sword would have been better. Say that I'm going against a Jax or anything like that. Need to be careful. I'm gonna shove this in so he loses his CS, and then I'm gonna rotate to them. That's bad. I couldn't really get there in time. Even if I started running right away, would have been really hard. At least he loses this wave, but my team is struggling. At least mid and jungle are having a really rough game. One of the differences between me and, for example, a lower elo player in this matchup that they wouldn't be, at least, you need to watch for the mistakes that they make and punish it instantly. A lot of people look at a mistake and they say, oh, could I have gone in on that? Like, should I have gone in there? I don't really think about whether I should go in. I know when I need to go in. And that's one thing that separates high elo players from lower elo players as well, just knowing. If he screws up his positioning even a little bit, I can kill him now. The wave is in a really good spot for me though, so I'm gonna freeze it on this side. So if my Kindred wants to gank and get a kill, she's gonna be able to. I'm on a ward. Oh no, there he is. Perfect. This wave is in a really good spot for me. I don't want him to be able to farm at all. My team is losing really hard, so it's looking like it's gonna be a really hard game, but even then, I think I'll still try. Well, you still always have to try your best and see, just play your very best, even if your team is getting shit on. And it's also good to not focus too much on them, because if you focus on them, it like makes you make a lot of mistakes, you know? In the end, it's a team game, so you should just look to self-improve as much as possible and just ignore if your team is doing bad.
Choose your own path.
Okay. I'm setting up this huge wave. And honestly, if my Kindred was paying a little bit more attention to like the wave setups, she would have come top and we'd be diving this guy right now, but she doesn't know how. Or she doesn't pay attention to that. Which is fine, it's just a bit unfortunate because we could be diving. Dive top. Let me see if she pays attention. I'm not gonna push it in right away.
How should I proceed?
Interesting. Hmm? Did I really lose my entire HP bar like that? Oh, that's bad. He's dead. He has to ulti. No. Hmm? I guess their team is like way too fed for even like I can't even be near them right now. I guess they fed them too hard. She's so overtuned. No, she's not overtuned. She's just fed. At least the display that just happened there had nothing to do with whether she's broken or not. That she just has a lot of gold, a lot of experience and everything. Actually, experience-wise, we're the same. Very well done. One frame just on the Kazik. Yeah, that's because he has so much gold and he's like so fed. But typically it shouldn't be like that. Typically he would have died in a situation like that. That's alright. So I just have to adjust to the fact that they're that strong because my team couldn't lane properly against them, or even just fight properly against them. So we just have to play a lot safer than usual, unless I get super fed and then I can fight them. But we'll see. Hello, Kindred? Ulti. Okay. That Kindred could have killed the Kazakhs there with me. I'm not sure why she did that. I guess mechanically this player is not very good, so I can't really expect them to. But I didn't know that. I don't really know these players, at least in this level, or like this game. That's one of the hard things about high elo, is that you can make a lot of plays with a lot of players. A lot of plays, but you have to know whether the player is good enough to be able to actually pull it off. But that's like really hard to be able to predict it. Or not predict, just really hard to know if the player is good enough. So bot lane's gone, this one's gonna be gone after this one. I'll just keep trying to play my best and see what I can do with the gold I have. I mean, I'm gonna have to let him farm it. So Kha'Zix, I think, should be around here to get this red buff, right? At least I assume they would be. No, he's bottom. Okay. I'll end up getting the red buff, or probably maybe Kindred will get it. Alright, I need a Warhammer next, and I'm going for Death Dance next item. Death Dance into Sterex this game, because I need to be able to not get bursted down too hard by their team. Since they have a Kha'Zix, I can get one shot really easily. Okay. Mid lane's doing, yeah. Let me go back and try to see if I can sneak a kill somewhere. Infernal Drake is coming up, but since our mid lane and jungle are losing so hard, we're not really gonna get any objectives this game. Okay. One good thing that I should get, that I always end up getting, and this is just like because I'm used to it, for trying to make plays, is getting a stopwatch at one point, like after I finish this part of the build. My team wants to open, but I mean, it's up to you guys. I'll let you guys decide, chat. Should I forfeit it or should I try to carry them? Doesn't really that much. Doesn't really matter because it's preseason, but what should I do? Gary? Alright, we'll see if I can do it. That's probably Nico. She was waiting for me to jump in, maybe. Yeah. I don't have ulti, and if Kha'Zix shows up, he does a lot of damage currently. I gotta run this way, because the Kha'Zix and the Thresh are looking for me the other way around. I'm gonna push this wave before I go. Alright, let's try this. Let's see. If I said push bottom, I could it'd be kinda hard. I'm just gonna stay grouped and see if I can carry them that way. I don't have flash to make it like a flash play. I gotta try to play this slow. He's done. Can I hold this tower? It'd be kinda hard. I need the mid lane. I can flash in. I guess we just have to get this inhib up and see what happens after. What does he have? Blue smite? Okay. I'm taking the safest paths through the jungle to make sure I don't get caught out by Kha'Zix or anything like that. Because I'm pretty low. At least HP wise, I'm really squishy. Without flash, I can't make a drastic play. Alright, I got 950 gold from that. They didn't really get any gold from me there. It was really low. That's good. I got 1k gold from that then. That gets me get my death dance and lets me get a little bit more gold. As far as ahead as they are, if they leave me, if I manage to get a couple more items, I can actually potentially carry. Sucks that we lose every single objective because the 4 other players on the enemy team are that much better than mine. But even then, if I manage to get ahead enough, I can possibly carry. Your team is cancer, lol? That's just expected. You shouldn't expect your teammates ever to win or go even. You should expect them to feed every game so you don't get disappointed in the future. Back when I was playing in like season 5, season 6, I was really frustrated with this game because I would always get mad when my teammates got this or like were this bad compared to the enemy team. But you have to just look through it and just kind of ignore it. You have to assume that they're all gonna play like this. Okay, my flash is coming up soon. So that tower's now. Oh, they're going for that. Let's see. So I have 5 of them here. I don't know if I can 5v1. What do you think, chat? Anything's possible. We'll see. Yeah, let him vote. Oh, I fucked that up. What else do we need? I could go for GA next or Sterex. I think Sterex should be better though. Kind of questioning it. I don't have any gold. I'm not worth any gold. One change that I did this season was that if you're a player who is getting massively ahead on your team, but your whole team is losing really hard, you actually don't get a shutdown. You don't get that shutdown gold, or you don't give the shutdown gold like the enemy team does. Got GA and 40 gold. I think Soraka AFK'd, so it might be a 4v5. Maybe. So it'll be a little harder. Oh, never mind, she's back. 16 seconds for this. I'll get Sterex next item. Again, I have very low expectations to win this game, but I'll keep trying my best. Let's see, so they're gonna push top lane now. I don't have flash to make a play, and walking through the enemy jungle through here is suicide. Unless I had vision. Let me see, let me get a ward quickly. Okay, so Urgot is trying to catch this guy. I'm gonna see if I can help him. Well, I got one there. See if we can maybe get a kill, a couple of kills here. Got one, not bad. Sucks that I ended up losing my GA though. Top lane, we're losing in him. Next dragon's a cloud trick. I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's looking really hard. I have flash for the next in like 50 seconds, so I can probably flash into them once they start pushing bottom, like to this tower, and maybe get a team fight for us. But the thing is that like I've said before, if the enemy team manages to get 3 inhibs, it's almost impossible for another team to come back. I've seen it very few amount of times. I don't have any rotations to look for. All I can look for now is them making a mistake, and then I could punish it. Soraka's not putting any words down. Stacking my Conqueror with this wave. That's the game. GG. Not much I could do. I'd say I played that game pretty well, all things considered though, so I'm pretty proud of it. Even if we did end up losing. It's like your team is part of a Ghost Lane video where he gets a low elo player and drops in a high elo account. The thing is that happens a lot, like at least, that's why at least in Challenger it happens a lot, because the player base is not high enough to put players with even skill against each other. So you get a mix of like all different type of skill levels happening. I mean, this was like Grandmaster, Master, Challenger, MMR. Everyone from Challenger all the way to D1, they played together, so it was a good try though.